a tiny tea party. Kate and William meet the Swedish royals' adorable children as Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel invite them for a private meeting at Haga Palace. The Duchess of Cambridge displayed her growing baby bump today as she and Prince William were invited for an intimate tea party with some of the youngest members of the Swedish royal family. William and Kate, who is 6 months pregnant with the couple's third child, met the adorable offspring of Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel, Princess Estelle, 5, and Prince Oscar, who turns 2 in March. The Duchess was wearing a cream-colored dress from Alexander McQueen, while her host wore a mint-colored trouser suit with a belted waist for their penultimate meeting with the Swedish royals before the couple depart for Norway on Thursday. This morning, the couple kicked off their second day in Stockholm with a meeting on mental health before stopping in at Matthuskullen School. While dozens of pupils waved hand-drawn flags and bunches of flowers, some lucky youngsters managed to get a high five from the Duchess as she greeted the crowds assembled outside. The couple spent around 10 minutes shaking hands with the schoolchildren, with William repeatedly telling them "you've got cold hands" and complimenting them on the flags they were waving. As they moved down rows of youngsters, the Duchess asked, "Are you cold? Are you all wrapped up?" Some children jumped on each other's shoulders and hugged each other in excitement at having met the two royal couples. One teenager, more in hope than expectation, quizzed the Duchess about her taste in rap music. "I asked her if she knew Jay Hoos," said Lucas Tins, 15. "She said I will look out for him." He added, "I asked her how her grandmother was, Queen Elizabeth. She said, I will say hello from you." Malte Bregqvist, 15, a 9th grade pupil, said, "I shook both their hands. It was weird. I never really met a royal before. I asked them how they were and they said the same thing to everyone. They were nice. They were doing fine. It's generous of them to take time and shake everybody's hands." Robin Zopp, 15, also in 9th grade, said, "Kate just walked in front of me and I said hi and shook her hand. She said she was good. She just walked by." Fellow student Kendall Kaya, 15, added, "You would think they would be a bit arrogant because they're famous, but they were really polite. It was really nice. They were casual people." Once inside, the four royals watched pupils at Matthuskullen, which has 700 children aged between 6 and 15, take part in a role-playing exercise exploring family problems. They also spent time privately talking to young people about the emotional issues they face. The royal party were marking the 10th anniversary of the Youth Aware Mental Health (YAM) program, which encouraged young people aged between 14 and 16 to help each other battle a wide range of emotional and mental health problems. In the school hall, they heard one teenage student, Hugo Steg, make a speech in English about his experiences doing the course and supporting his friends. "I couldn't do that speech in Swedish," William quipped before discussing the work that the younger British and Swedish royals have been doing to encourage national conversations about mental health issues. "Catherine and I and Victoria and Daniel care deeply about mental health," he told an audience of teachers, students and mental health practitioners. "It's all about early intervention. Sometimes a conversation is enough." Sweden's Crown Princess Victoria acknowledged the importance of the work YAM has been doing in her country after an explosion in problems involving young people over the last 10 years. "We have seen a 100% increase in mental health issues among young people aged 10 to 17, she said. Earlier, accompanied by their hosts, Crown Princess Victoria and her husband Prince Daniel, the couple visited the world-renowned Karolinska Institutet, a medical university in Solna, Stockholm, where they met with academics and professionals to discuss the country's approach to tackling mental health challenges. The Duchess displayed her burgeoning bump in a red houndstooth coat by Catherine Walker, worn over a cream Alexander McQueen buckled dress and paired with oversized pearl earrings by Swedish jeweler Into Design, no doubt in a nod to her hosts. After their school visit, William and Kate went to one of Stockholm's busiest shopping centers, but walked away empty-handed. The pair were viewing an exhibition of UK design, fashion and brands that operate in Sweden put together by the British Embassy at the NK department store. The focus of the exhibition was sustainability and innovation, with everything from vegan shoes to Bluetooth-operated bags on display. William joined Crown Princess Victoria on one side of the room while Kate and Prince Daniel chatted to company founders on the other side. As they walked down the specially laid blue carpet on arrival, shoppers crowded at the balconies above to catch a glimpse of the two royal couples. Francesca Rosella and Ryan Jens, who founded company Q Circuit in 2004, spoke to William about their bags that can be customized via a smartphone through Bluetooth technology to display any message or pattern. Francesca said of William, "He said it was very clever. He really understood how everything worked. He seemed passionate about technology." Given the opportunity to choose a message for the bag, William wrote, "I belong to Victoria," to which the group laughed. Francesca said Crown Princess Victoria found the message very funny. The £4,000 bag was made from aerospace aluminium coated in gold and decorated with Swarovski crystals. However, the company also makes more affordable £200 t-shirts. Exhibitors said that the two royal couples, who had not met before the visit, seemed to be getting on very well. Anna Lidström, a PhD student in sustainable fashion at the Swedish School of Textiles, said, "I think they are having much fun together. Lots in common. Despite their position, they are very low-key." She added, "It's always inspiring to see the interests that they have." Alicia Lai, founder of vegan shoe company Bourgeois Bohème, which makes shoes out of materials including cork and recycled rubber, showed her products to Kate. She said, "We are here to show people there is an alternative to what's out there in the mainstream, to leather, because leather isn't the most sustainable material out there. For us, quality is key." She said of Kate and Prince Daniel, "They hadn't heard of vegan shoes before, so that was great to introduce them to that and look at the ethos behind our work. They were really interested in our product." Kate was asking about the materials we are using. "How large is our range? We are such a small company that being given the recognition for what we're doing is great." William joked to one group about the fact that they had been running late earlier in the day, saying, "We are not very good with time." She teamed her outfit with a quilted maroon Chanel bag and fringed leather pumps from Italian label Tod's, while her host, Victoria, opted for a stylish pastel trouser suit worn over a bike rust collar and a Stella McCartney clutch. The Karolinska Institute is one of the largest and most prestigious medical universities in the world and accounts for over 40% of the medical academic research conducted in Sweden. Since 1901, the Nobel Assembly at Karolinska Institute has also been responsible for selecting the Nobel laureates in physiology or medicine. The Crown Princess has spoken openly about her own battle with an eating disorder as a young woman, while her husband, a former fitness trainer who opened a chain of exclusive gyms, which is how they met, has taken a particular interest in the subject and started his own program to promote physical well-being in the young. The two couples left their separate residences, but their respective convoys met up en route, and as they stepped out of their cars they greeted each other warmly outside. Inside they went for a briefing with senior staff including Professor Carl Johan Sundberg, Dr. Anna Lund and Dr. Ulrika Berg, who outlined some of their research into the issue. "We have a problem with the growth of mental health disorders here in Sweden," said Dr. Lund, "and we are trying to create a program where we standardize treatment packages and place as much emphasis on physical activity, looking at sleep, looking at eating behavior, as we do on psychology and pharmaceuticals." Dr. Berg added, "I am a pediatrician and meet a lot of children with mental problems. It is absolutely important that we use physical activity as a tool for prevention and also for treatment for mental diseases such as depression. I think people think, oh, it is good for children to move. But it has really been shown, in research, that there are important effects. For example, in depression, when we know that self-esteem increases, we know that regular physical activity of an aerobic kind, 3 times a week, and adding skeleton load and muscle strengthening activities will lead to many positive health benefits. And it doesn't have any side effects." The increased number of mental health issues coming forward, are they increased or are they more seen because of conversations or because of mental health becoming a little less stigmatized? Asked William. The Duke was told that there was a real increase in people diagnosed with depression and anxiety in Sweden. "Why are the number of girls higher than boys?" the prince asked. "We do not know," he was told, but it was confirmed that there was definitely an increase in anxiety in young girls. And now those girls are becoming mothers themselves, interjected Kate. The couple also heard about the Youth Aware of Mental Health (YAM) program run by the National Association for Suicide Research and Prevention of Mental Ill Health, NASP. YAM is a program run for 14 to 16-year-olds promoting increased knowledge about mental health through dialogue and role play, and now operates internationally, including in the UK. The Duke and Duchess have put the issue of mental health, and the ability to talk as openly and comfortably about it as physical health, as a cornerstone of their public work both in the UK and abroad in recent years. Together with Prince Harry, they spearheaded the Heads Together campaign, encouraging people to speak out about their psychological problems or be a sympathetic ear for others. After their visit to the Karolinska Institutet, the two couples traveled on to Mattuskolan, a comprehensive school in the heart of the city centre, before visiting one of Sweden's leading department stores to open an interactive exhibition of UK design in Sweden. There William and Kate, 36, learned how these brands in particular put innovation, technology and sustainable practices at the forefront of their businesses. During their visit to NK, staff shared a joke with William as he eyed up a pair of ladies' silver boots, quipping, "It's Valentine's Day next month." The two royal couples then headed to Victoria and Daniel's official residence, Haga Palace, for a private tea before heading on to an event at the Fotografiska Gallery, which boasts glittering views over the city at night. The event is set to be a celebration of contemporary culture with guests representing the worlds of music, film, television, theater, tech, dance, art and sport, with live music, drinks and canapés, according to Kensington Palace, with William, 35, set to deliver a speech to his hosts. On Thursday, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge will travel on to Norway for the next leg of their royal tour where they will be hosted by the heir apparent, Crown Prince Haakon, and his wife Crown Princess Mette-Marit. After 2 busy days of engagements, including luncheon at Oslo's Royal Palace, a formal dinner and a visit to a local school, the royal couple will return to London on Friday afternoon. In a statement ahead of their visit, Kensington Palace said, "The Duke and Duchess are keen to experience a taste of the Scandinavian way of life for themselves, and to see how people of all generations battle the elements to make the most of their surroundings, whether ice skating in Stockholm's local parks, or skiing off-piste in the hills that surround Oslo." The UK's links with each country are extensive, and their Royal Highnesses are looking forward to building a lasting friendship with the people of both Sweden and Norway. How William and Kate spent their first day in Sweden. On Tuesday the Duke and Duchess visited Vasaparken, an outdoor ice skating venue in the center of Stockholm, to learn about the sport bandy hockey. They then traveled to the Royal Palace of Stockholm to attend a luncheon hosted by King Carl XVI Gustaf and Queen Sylvia. Crown Princess Victoria and her husband Prince Daniel also attended. Later, the Duke and Duchess, accompanied by Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel, walked through the picturesque cobbled streets of Stockholm from the Royal Palace to the Nobel Museum. Once inside the museum, the couple met a number of Nobel laureates, and we'll hear more from the museum's curator about science in Sweden and the Nobel laureate system. The Duke and Duchess visited Arcday, Sweden's national center for architecture and design. That evening, they attended a black-tie dinner at the residence of the British ambassador, attended by members of the Swedish royal family, and representatives from government and popular culture, including actors Stellan Skarsgård and Alicia Vikander.